It was the fire deep inside. If you study all the grace, you see a beast asleep inside. Yeah, big dreams, looking at the other side, shit's green. Deja vu of my failure, sick dreams, maybe my vision's a little extreme. Big dreams, I got big dreams, I got big dreams, I got big dreams.
What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Aimzo again, back at it for another video. This is more like a part 2 to the song, to the rhyme scheme video that I just did. This one is short and simple. And I have a question for you, and I want you to think about this. Pause the video, think about it when I'm going to ask you this. What do you think? And if you know the answer already, just drop a comment. If you don't know the answer, drop a comment. But ask yourself this. You hear a lot of songs on the radio. You hear a lot of songs at concerts. If you go to a club, to a bar, different types of songs, you know, from different types of artists, different genres of music. But ask yourself, nowadays, what is the most common song format? And what I mean by format is the structure. Like, how many verses can you count? How many choruses can you count? When does the chorus come? Is it before the verse starts? I mean, before the first verse? Or is it after the first verse? You know, does the song end with a verse? How does the song end? Does it end, you know, does it fade out? Or does it just abruptly stop? How is the production? So I want you to think about those things. And then I'm going to talk about something that goes hand in hand with recording and the whole songwriting process. And that's the mixing part. The editing, I guess you can call the part where the actual sound engineer, you know, makes his money from. And this is like one of the most important parts besides mastering. But the mixing and the editing will take a song from being just a regular, average song to an extraordinary song. So stay tuned. All right. So what is the point of doing mixing in a song? Well, it's the same thing for people who know about video editing and video production in general. Mixing and song and I guess music production has the same effect as the video editing part, like the post-production part. When you actually shoot a video or something, you go onto Adobe Premiere or Final Cut and you edit your actual video. That takes it from like a regular, something that anybody could have shot, to actually making it turn into a great video, right? So the same goes with music. The person that's doing your editing, we call it mixing. You want to vet them. You want to make sure that there's somebody who either went for school for it and who has their certificates they can show you, or somebody that can show you work that they have done for somebody else, whether it's another major artist or it's like a local artist. But you want to be able to hear the quality of their work, because you don't want to waste your time and, you know, spend money and give it to somebody that doesn't know what they're doing really, and the song turns out, you know, mediocre. And then you ask them, it can get complicated. But editing is like the key point. Like besides the writing and everything, that's the part for me. I feel like the part that brings the song together, the part that brings it life, because that's when you can add effects to it. That's when you can make your voice sound like this. That's when people put auto-tune in it. That's when people can, but again, that's all like a very like strategic thing. Some artists can, you know, leave that up to the engineer, and they can decide what sounds the best. But some artists are actually, and I would suggest you be this type of artist if you're going to be an artist, is to actually think of your song, like I said in the other videos on Udemy of how to write a song. By the time you get to the studio, you should already have an idea of what you want the song to sound like what is the finished product. This part goes so important. I can't stress this enough. For example, okay, let me give you an example. So when I go to the studio, I already have my song written. I've practiced it a million times. I know it by heart. When I'm recording, I'm also keeping in mind how do I want it to sound? Like, for example, if I want any effects, if I want any voice filters, do I want this part Do I want the actual instrumental to stop for a minute so it can be just a brief acapella? Acapella, for those who don't know, is like just your voice without any instrumental. Do I want that? Do I want the beat to kind of fade out? Do I want it to bring in stronger? Do I want to add some drums? It's a lot of things that you can do post-production, but in here we call it the mixing part. Do I want to bring my mic level or my vocal level on this point? I want to bring it down a little bit. I want to bring the beat up. There's so much that you can do with editing, and that's why I say it's very important. It's the most important process, besides the writing part. But again, you want to make sure that your sound engineer, they know what they're doing, and that's why you got to vet them before. But editing itself, anybody who does it, I have a lot of respect for them. I don't really know how to edit. I know what I want in a song. I've edited a couple times, mixing, but not to the level of a professional mixer. So I'm not gonna even make a song of how to edit, how to mix a song, because that's not my field of expertise. But of course, the more you know about it, the better. So you don't get played with, or like your song doesn't get, like your song gets the best quality it can because you know what you're looking for. And again, you can go on YouTube, you can look at other people's videos, you can listen to a lot of songs, and you will hear the difference. Like for example, if you hear a Dr. Dre mix, most of the time you can tell it's clean, everything is clean, because he can bring up the sound of one particular drum at one particular moment, or just in general for the entire song. So you are in control at that point. I mean, your engineer is, but you are the one who's dictating how you want things to be done. And this is why if you took the class of how to record, I said, be as efficient as you can in the studio, so that way you can leave instructions to your engineer and then leave, or you can be there with him when he's editing, so you can, I guess tell him on the spot what you want, how you want it, where you want it, what do you want to change, because that part is the part that's, like I said, that brings life into the song. It's not something as simple. I mean, people have to go to school for that. They have to take classes. Some people are self-taught. Like some of the best ones are self-taught. But you want to trust somebody with that who knows what they're doing. All right. So editing, the day that I do take a class for it, and then I do know what I'm doing about it, I will make a video and show you what I mean. But I'm not gonna even venture into that, because editing itself, like mixing, is a whole different language. It is. Like the same way that songwriting is a language, editing is a whole nother language. All right? So stay tuned for some more videos. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, and it's your boy Aimzo. Peace out.
I was rejected a million times, but still I grind. Sometimes it's hard to keep up the faith, but deep inside I always found my way back. I lost control in the storm and weathered it, and now I got the reins back. And I sailed back to shore like I just wasn't too sure. My Columbus moment faded like my dreams were too sore, but rest assured that they didn't stop me. I'm wired different. My hands stayed freezing my pen like I'm iron deficient. Get it? Google the symptoms and you surely will get it. Thinking I gave up, forget it. Not even if I was leukemic, but I cook up like a chemist and think like a pyrotechnist. And I still ain't got to lunch yet, I'm still making breakfast, cause I need all the strength I can get to rattle my doubters and have them sit on my table inside my spaceship like houses. Let's fast forward, some things I craft over. They didn't believe me, but it's cool, I still got God in my corner. Big dreams, looking at the other side, shit's green. Deja vu of my failure, sick dreams, maybe my vision's a little extreme. Big dreams, I got big dreams, I got